Hello. In this video, I'm going to just cover the general overview, the layout of the print layout. As you can see here, if you hit File, Print, you will open up this window, and I'm going to be referring to it as the print layout. So let's just start up in the top left corner and we'll kind of work our way around. There's a lot more options in here than some might be used to. Atlas SE was a little bit more simplified, and this new print layout has quite a few options, as you'll see in the documentation and throughout these videos. So most of these menu drop downs will be pretty familiar. File, New starts a new document. So right now I have a .plt print layout template loaded, and that happens every time you open the print layout. But if you wanted to start a new one, a fresh one, you can start with new. You can open an existing, you can save this current one, or you can save as, and then you can also just close from here. Selection, this has to do with the various elements around the print layout, and I'll just show you briefly. If you hit select all, you can see all of these little elements are now selected, and this can be useful. Just in most cases you're going to click to select one, and then mostly just work over here out of the layout, but it's kind of an alternative to this area. We'll cover the convert to bitmap in another video. View, zoom in, zoom out, fit to screen. These are all options available in the toolbar. This just has to do with the actual layout, not the map. So this is just adjusting the size of what you see on the screen. So you can just hit that here and I'll show you. We're changing the % zoom, and you can do that from here as well. Toolbars is an option to just turn off or on all of these toolbars. You will most likely always want to keep all of those on, and then auto arrange will kind of put them back where they should be. And refresh is not really needed, but you can manually refresh if anything ever gets stuck. So we've already covered this. This is the zoom toolbar, and it just allows you to move in and out on the map, so you can check different scales. 100% is very unique in Atlas 3. It's in the documentation in a couple different places, but we check your monitor size, and if you zoom to 100%, this is an 8.5 sheet of 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. If you put a piece of paper up to the screen right now, it will match that at 100%. So it's actually a really good way to see what you're actually going to print. Now, if you have a 36 by 36 map and you zoom to 100%, it's obviously not going to fit on your monitor unless you have a very large monitor. The most friendly button I can describe on here is this fit to screen. I find myself using that constantly. It just does a nice job of kind of maximizing the extent of that layout view. Now, if you were to click on the map element, and you can see that in the layout toolbar, I have a map selected, it will activate these map options, and from here you can pan. So I'll just click on that, pan the map, and that's linked to the other screen, so that actually pans your main map window as well. Zoom map to extent of data, so zoom to full. Zoom to full extent of all layers, and then you can just zoom in and zoom out. And again, that's linked to the main map window, and it will change that window as well. These we already covered. Save and open. These are all your map elements, which you can see I have every map element displayed on here. There's going to be a whole nother video on this, but these are your map elements. Keep on top, which will keep this print layout window on top no matter what. So if I click on something behind here, nothing's going to be able to lay on top of the print layout. So it's a very powerful button, and sometimes too powerful, so you might want to turn that off from time to time depending on how many monitors you're working with. This is the Layout tab. It is where you can move up or down the draw priority and make selections for any of the layout elements, which you've seen here. Print tab. This is where you're going to go to do any actual printing, and that includes printing to GeoPDF. I'll cover that in another video as well. And the element properties part of the right side window area is where you adjust any of these elements. Has a full set of properties, and some more than others are highly customizable. As you can see here with the legend, you've got all of these options, which I'll also cover in another video. And that's the basic overview, just to kind of get you in to see what all of these little pieces are. And stay tuned for more information on each aspect of the print layout, including what a PLT and a PLD are and how you can best utilize layout templates and be efficient in your printing. Thank you.